Hello, it's Wednesday, so it must be time for Woolly Hat's Wednesday Whips. You join me here in Stornoway. This is the next stage of our holiday. We're in a holiday cottage, hence the blue wall, and in the background you might hear the sound of our chilli bubbling for tonight's tea. I'm a bit sort of blown because we've just been up the highest mountain in Harris, which is called Chisholm, we think, and basically it was 5 kilometres. But it was sort of straight up and then straight down and through a lot of bog. So we've just had a cup of tea and some biscuits to replenish our energy, and I thought now would be a lovely time to do my Wednesday whip. Anyway, so what have we got this week? Well, very excitingly, on our way from, where were we? Kinloch Bervie to Ullapool to get the ferry over here. We stopped in or called in at Clactoll, which is near Lochynver. So it makes it sound as though you just pop in. Well, it's actually 10 miles down a road and then you go north 5 miles on a very narrow road with passing places. Lovely place, lots of sand dunes, lots of beaches, and there is a place called Ripple Crafts Yarns, and the lady there has been working there for I think 13 years, and she dyes all her own yarn, and she has some super yarn. I have actually bought some in the past, but I thought as we were going so near it would be rude not to go. I had to wait to go there because she was doing a special interview on Zoom for Yarndale, and of course if I'd been not on holiday I'd have been at Yarndale as well, so but it apparently went really well. Anyway, I posted some pictures of her little shed with all her wool, which is full of lovely stuff, lots of different colours, and I did buy things. So this is some 4-ply yarn, and it's lovely and soft because it's merino, yak and silk, and the colour is gorgeous. If I can read this, it's called The Greenness of Life, and it's slightly variegated. So I've got the 4 of these, 400 grams, and hopefully I will turn this into a crochet top. Well, that's the plan at the moment, but it might change. She also does sock yarn, so hey, I bought some sock yarn. So this is Blue Face Leicester, and this one is called View of a Sint Stormy Night, a Sint view. So there, and a Sint is where we've just been through, so hopefully it'll mind you. I thought the combination of the blue and the green was lovely, so we look forward to knitting that. So I'm not the only person who's been buying things. Yesterday we had a lovely walk around Eureka, which is on the west coast of Lewis, where they discovered some chessmen. So those of you who know a bit about history might have heard it, or indeed read Peter May's book Chessmen. Nice crime novels around this area, and they found a Viking set of chessmen, and so we couldn't see it. I don't think they have a little heritage centre, but it wasn't open when we were there. But we did find a lovely community shop, but run by the petrol station, and they had lots of regular baked beans and all those kind of things, but they also had a lovely display of things to buy of local produce, including some locally dyed yarn, and I didn't buy any, excuse me, and also some hand knitted items. So here is what Mr. W bought. It's a lovely hand knit yellow hat to go with his yellow cagoule. There we go. So that was his purchase. He did say, well, I know you can knit me one, but I want to support the local people, which is fair enough. And he went to pay for it, and he said, I want to buy this because I want to support the local people. And the lady in the till shook his hand because she was the lady that knitted his hat. So that's rather nice. So that's a nice memento for Mr. W of our holiday. So I've also been doing my projects. So you'll remember this one. So yes, I've made lots of progress. Oh, there we go. Put that down there. So this is the, I think it's Heli it's called, by Arnie and Carlos in Row 166 magazine. And I'm using the felted tweed, and it is lovely to knit with. And this is using a stranded technique or ferrule technique. So that's the back, and there's the front. So that's coming on nicely, and that's for Mr. W's nephew, who'll be 40 in December. So I think I'm cracking on with that quite nicely. It's very nice to just sit and do. It's a very simple pattern. So you don't have to, well, I don't think I have to think too hard, but it's very nice to do, so that's nice to do while chatting with our friends after dinner. And then, of course, we've got the crochet project, which I have, which is the little jacket here. So that's the main body. which you do all in one piece, so you can see, oops, there's the back and the side, and then the arms are separate, so here's one arm. Okay, so that's a bit of increasing on that side, but lovely granny square stitch trebles, treble clusters, nice and easy to do. The only thing is there are lots of ends, so that's keeping me quiet. So we've got a few days left in Stornoway. Weather's been mixed, been not as windy as Scotland, mainland Scotland, but a bit rainier. But as I said, today we've been up in the sunshine, a few showers, but lots of sunshine. So hopefully we'll be out and about tomorrow and looking at the shops. There's lots of Harris Tweed shops, there's lots of fish shops, and there's actually a local yarn shop called Wool for You, as in wool and then a 4 and then EWE. So I think we'll have to go in there and have a look, won't we? So that's all from me this week. I hope you're having a lovely time. Please share what you're up to. It'd be really good to know what to do, what you're up to and what you're doing. And I will see you next week. And if you don't want to miss any of these wonderful words of wisdom, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just look for Woolly Hattie. Okay, that's all from me now. See you next week.